Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing? Hello. Um, so I wanted to make a video about some things that I've been thinking about recently, because that's what we do on the internet. We think of things and then we put them on the internet. And then we're like, "Hey, do you ever think of that thing?" And then somebody's like, "Yeah," and then somebody's like, "Well, I never thought of that." And that's just the whole internet. Recently, this person that I know, I call him an acquaintance, said something to me about just my presence online in general. It was kind of jarring to me, and I honestly took it very personally, even though I know that when people give you feedback on the stuff that you put into the world and how they choose to interpret it, you should take it with a grain of salt, because it's, their interpretation, and in some cases it can be a translation of something that they're going through, and not necessarily an accurate, truthful translation, especially depending on what their relationship is to you. And this person and we're not particularly close. It's just somebody that I would see here and there, not to name names or distinguish who they are. But they were talking about the type of content that I had been putting out, and the way they described it to me was not satisfactory, and it made me feel really bad, because I was like, oh, is that the kind of energy that I'm like putting out there? I just started questioning myself a lot and wondering, like, is this what I'm doing? Is this what I'm putting out into the world? And I think that you really have to have those answered. You have to have those questions answered before you're putting anything out there. You have to know why you're doing it and have an intention, because as a people pleaser, it's so easy to be rocked by somebody's false interpretation of you. And it's okay to be rocked and rattled by somebody's false interpretation of you. It happens, and it's unlikely that anybody is really going to see the real you. I mean, I was realizing this other thing recently, that so it was actually from a Central C lyric. I shared it at one point where he talks about how he's like, oh, you ask my mom and she says I'm, sweet and selfless. And then you ask my ex, she says I'm a sociopath. And I think it's an interesting lyric, because it really shines the light on the point of that every person in existence in your life looks at you and thinks you're a different person. Like, nobody actually, like, obviously you'd want like your partner maybe to see you like really well, if you have a partner. If you have like a very close friend, they're gonna see you probably as close to who you are, but still, it's a very I don't know, it's, what's the word, it's a translation of self, where like, here is yourself right here, right? And then they're depicting you here in their mind as this person, but you're not really quite that person either, because there probably are still things that you don't share with them, or they don't see the same as you, they don't think the same, and for that reason they won't know you as your complete true self. It's, I don't think, possible. So anyway, to that point, like, you can't please everybody. And I think that's the point I'm trying to make, is you can't please everybody. There are always going to be people that have negative things to say about the stuff you make and what you're putting out there. And you have to just ignore them and stick to your guns and shoot back harder, shoot back twice as fast, because people are relentless, especially people that are insecure with themselves. They will attempt to demolish you, because they want to feel better about themselves, They will wreck everything you've been working on because they want to feel better about themselves. They want you to crumble and fall to the level that they are at. They want that so bad to happen. And this doesn't just occur with creative people and people that, it has nothing to do with that. It's literally just people in general that feel like shit about themselves, and they will make people that are like living with love and truth and clarity and peace, like they will try and rip that out from under you so that they can feel better, because they want you to be at the exact same level. They don't want to feel like they haven't been doing the work. They want to feel like, they want to feel like they're working just as hard as you, even though they are not. And that's just the fact of the matter. And like I've done this too. Like I've been victim to this, where I've been like, I've literally had resentment for people that have put in more work in areas of their life, and I have resented them for it. I can admit it. I've been on the other side of it. Everybody's imperfect. Like, we all do this. And it's okay. It's part of being human, but like, you have to accept where you're at to move forward. You gotta accept where you're at. So, accept it. I think that was the point I was trying to make. I'm a little caffeinated. I'm a little sick, but needed to get this out there. I hope you are doing so well. I hope you are all healthy. I hope you are enjoying the beginning of spooky season. This angle is kind of spooky. I feel like a boss in this jacket. Final boss battle. But yeah, hold on to who you are, man. Who you are is special, and who you are is powerful. How many of these lessons I've had to teach myself and reteach myself really makes me wonder how many times we'll have to do it. And as many as it takes, I suppose. As many as it takes. Happy fall. Love you. Bye.